Doesn't have a cover issue, right?
No. Mm-mm.
Cool. Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, what up, everybody? Welcome to Cover Picks. I'm your host, the Ninth Wonder. I am joined today by Dark Evolution Comics and Bad Boy Nerd, aka J Dub. This is the first Cover Pick show. This is our pilot. So things might get a little rough today. The flight might be a little bumpy, but we're gonna get y'all to your destination safe. Best believe that. Just a quick rundown on what Cover Picks is. This is a comic book draft. So I haven't seen anybody in the community doing this, so I felt like it would be a unique way for us to go over the FOC cutoff list each and every week. So this week we're going to be covering the FOC list for the 19th, which is this coming up Monday. So all of the books that we're going to be drafting are going to be on that FOC cutoff date for the 19th. Now, each participant is going to get exactly 5 picks apiece. So I'll get 5, Evolution to get 5, Jay will get 5 picks. It's going to go in snake draft order, which means if I go first, I'm going to be last in the next round. Whoever is in the middle, they pretty much going to stay in the middle the entire draft, the way that it's set up. Excuse me, y'all. But you'll see how that plays out, as we go through the draft. Now, there are some rules to this. There are some rules to this. We're just not completely crazy and insane with the things we do. We do got some rules that we're gonna abide by. So I want to go over those rules. Of course, we got the 5 pick rule. Each book can only be selected once. So this week we have about 22 books that we're going to be drafting from, but we're only going to pick 15 of those. And those 15 books, of course, are going to let you guys know what books you should be drafting when it comes to you actually, doing your FOC orders. Or if you don't do FOC orders, put these books on your pull list at your local comic shop. Now, each contender has 30 seconds to pick. If you exhaust that 30 seconds, the next contender up, they can make their selection. So they can hop ahead of you, just like in a real life NFL draft, and even some fantasy football leagues do it. Now, the draft order will be determined by a random wheel randomizer. So we're going to spin the wheel. Whoever comes out first, they're going to be the first pick, and whoever comes off the board last is going to be the last pick. Now, we do have a wild card rule. So the wild card rule this week is going to be selected. Is going to be selected by the middle guy, and we all agreed on that you can only get 2 ratio variants per contender. Now, here's the thing about it. We did a little talk before the draft, and we decided that the middle guy's gonna get to cause some chaos. So that rule won't apply to him. It's only gonna apply to his peers. So if Paul gets the middle pick, he can draft all the ratio variants he wants. But me and Jay are stuck with only being able to get 2 ratio variants. Okay, so I bet you guys are all wondering, well, how is this a competition? Here's how it's a competition. It's a battle royal style competition. So just like Fortnite, everybody is fighting against each other, trying to get to the top. Here, whoever gets to the top is going to end up getting a graded book with no less than $3,000 fair market value. So whoever comes out on top, they're going to get them a nice slab, and they're going to get them a big championship belt. Now, the championship belt is news because I haven't even told the fellas about this. So we're going to get that belt ordered soon, and that'll be in, and we'll show it to you guys on the show. Now, outside of the draft, we are going to have additional things that we're going to do. Jay is going to have his rookie of the pick year Rookie of the Year picks, and Paul is going to have his artist spotlight, which he's going to cover, some dope artists in the game who are putting out great covers and doing great artwork to kind of give you guys an idea of whose work you should be looking for when you go into your local comic shops or shopping online, however you get your groove on when it comes to buying comic books. Now that I've set the table, I want to allow my fellas to introduce themselves. We're going to let Paul start it off, aka Dark Evolution Comics.
Hey, this is Paul from the Upper Midwest here in Minnesota, and been in the game just
Paul, we get
few years.
I don't mean to cut you off, but we get some static feedback from your end.
All right. Jay, why don't you go? I'll mute myself. And I'll fix the mic.
Yeah, I'll mute you, and then Jay, go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
All right. Hey, this is J-Dub, the bad boy nerd, everybody. I met these two guys on Instagram. I'm part of the Instagram comic book family. Been a lifelong comic book reader and collector, and I'm just really excited to get this started. Also a sports fan, so when Knife hit me with this idea, I didn't even hesitate. I'm all in on this, ready to kick these guys' butt, but in the spirit of fun. So, yeah, man, I'm just happy to be here.
All right, appreciate that, bro. Paul, did you good on the audio? Give me a thumbs up. All right, let's go. All right, let me get you unmuted. Okay, it won't let me unmute you. See if you can unmute yourself, Paul.
There we go. How about that?
All right, there you go. Whoa, you sound
clear
now, brother. Appreciate you.
Yeah. Apparently, I just have to power cycle this mic every time. All right. So, yeah, again, I'm from Minnesota, up in the Midwest, and been in the collecting game, at least of grails and so forth, for comics for about 3 years now. I was slow on the uptake, I'll say that much. I got into the game basically because of I became obsessed with Batman after The Dark Knight, and ever since then jumped head full into Batman. But after that, it was everything, as you can see back here. But I love comics. I love the art. The art is really what draws me in, which is why I'll cover artists in the future. But I'm excited to try something new here on YouTube. I've never seen this done before, so I think this is going to be entertaining for sure.
Paul, man, you can never go wrong with Batman. I'm there with you.
All right,
yeah, that's right, man.
I'm there with
I
you on
appreciate
that.
you. I appreciate you, fellas, for joining me today. There will be a giveaway for this video. The good folks at Hive Comics hooked me up with a couple nice covers here. We got the Delgado Panini Star Wars variant.
It's my favorite cover artist,
this is
Delgado.
Ballistic, or however you say it. Leave a comment down below in the video and let us know that you watched it, and let us know what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it. And we're going to do the giveaway on the next show. We'll spin the wheel for everybody who gave us feedback, about the show, and one lucky winner is gonna get these books. All right, now time to get down to the good stuff. First thing first, we are going to spin the wheel and determine the draft order. Let's see here. Let me pull it up. Got the wheel of names. All right, so let's see here, fellas. All right, so we
All right, let's do this.
going. Let's see who gets this first pick. Wow.
I call rigged.
It's not rigged. It's not rigged. No, it's not rigged. All right. Name off the board. Next, let's see who we got here. We got.
Oh boy.
What do you know?
Oh boy.
But I mean,
Wild card,
last up
baby.
is gonna be the man, the myth, the legend
Wild card.
himself. Bad Boy Nerd
Right.
Podcast. So Paul is the wild card. So Paul, you can go crazy with the ratio variant.
Yep.
Jay, we gotta
my
stay in our
goodness.
lane with a little 2 ratio variants. But it's gonna be very, very interesting to see how that plays out. Let's go here. Give me 1 second. Let me get the draft order set up. So I'm first, Paul is second. Then
My draft board is ready, baby. I'm good, man.
Bad Boy bringing up third. Got all the picks in.
Probably threw me off a little bit. You limited my ratios. I might have to reevaluate some things.
Don't worry, it's plenty of books in there. It's plenty of books in there, brother.
I might
All right.
steal some of your ratios.
Let's see.
I like to think I got a contingency for every timeline.
Oh, you're Batman now. You're Batman.
Hey, man, the prep game. It's all about the prep game.
I can't argue that.
All right, give me 1 second, y'all. I'm finishing up the draft.
That's fine. I'm just getting ready for make some adjustments here. Seeing my ratio is going to be kind of limited.
So did you guys go to the Did you guys go to the LCS today and pick anything up?
Oh yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm one of those pre-order guys where they walk in, and as soon as you walk in, they say your name and pull your stash out and like have your stash. I'm that guy at the shop. So yeah, I went in and had like a stack like that, like waiting for me. So yeah, man. It was a good day today.
You know that Nice House on the Lake, that third, that was the second printing for that.
Yeah, like
came
with
out
the
today.
distressed
So
cover. Yeah.
Yep, I got that.
And then they announced the third one, and the third one has a cover that's even more. So I don't know how I feel about that, but I guess it's better than just changing the color on the cover or something like that. So that was dope.
Yeah.
And what else did I pick up? I picked up Eve. I picked up the 1 in 25 for that as well.
Nice.
So I was pretty happy with my purchases today. Paul, did you get a chance to cop anything?
Yeah, I grabbed multiple copies of that second print of Nice House on the Lake. Just the cover A, not the additional cover B. I don't know if you guys saw that variant. I did see it on the shelf, but my local comic book shop wanted like $55 for it, and I think I'll wait it out, see if I can snag it cheap. I want to support them, but I'm not paying crazy prices for that either. And then I grabbed... Well, I don't know if I can show you one of these, because one of them I hope is drafting today. So I'll show you the other one.
Yeah, so you might want to hold on to that.
Yeah. So I got Beyond the Breach. Hadn't heard of it. Looks like an interesting book. I wasn't paying too much attention to anything like that, but I'll tell you, recently I started checking out Aftershock a lot more, and they've had some really interesting releases here recently. So I had to grab that one just because. And it's a #1.
Awesome. And let's see. You say you're seeing distortion from my feed, Paul. Is that still happening?
It doesn't seem as bad right this second.
Yeah, I'm looking back at a replay on the video on my phone, and it's jumping a little bit. We shouldn't be getting that though, to be honest. With moving ahead, let's keep moving along here. That just be something I have to work on in the future. I did want to just show y'all Hive Comics website right quick. They always got dope variants on there. A lot of dope variants on the Hive Comics website. Just want to show them guys some love, especially James. Bunch of good guys. They always got good variants. a lot of dope stuff that's still available on this website. One reason I rock with Hive Comics because I feel like they don't play a lot of games when it comes their exclusives, like saying that they sold out, and then 4 months later, after the book has went to a crazy amount, all of a sudden they have a warehouse find. You never see that from them, at least not from my, from my experience. So I just wanted to show them some love, and once again, in the books, for the giveaway. Always good people. On Drunken Chat, you can also find me there on Friday nights with Lucas, Mel, Ultra, and the rest of the team. Also, big shout out to Aaron Yee and all the guys over from Tales from the Flip Side. They've had me on their show once, and let me promote what we got going on over here. So just big shout out to everybody in the community that helped make this happen and has helping promote the show and everything of that nature. Now, I got everything set up for the draft board. So I'm going to go ahead and share that on my screen, and we can get this plane off the ground. Let's see. Go here. Let's go here instead. Boom. So we got the draft board up here. I'm going to actually take this full screen to be able to see this a little bit better. So, since we've been freestyling and trying to do everything just right, I've been, kind of messing around inside of this draft software. And I ain't gonna lie, it gave me to make my first pick, but I'm gonna go with Eat the Rich #1. And the reason I'm gonna go with the cover A. I'm not going to ratios A because I only have so many incentive ratios that I can draft, and I feel like this is going to be a great series. And a lot of times, so I feel like no need for me to burn, a ratio variant. And I'm gonna start off with Eat the Rich #1. Paul, that's gonna put sir, and you got 30 seconds.
All right.
All right, so I got 30 seconds.
You thinking about what you're gonna do over there, Paul? No pressure.
No pressure. Kind of stole what I was gonna go with right
Yeah,
away.
no pressure. You only got about 12 seconds left.
I was gonna go Eat the Rich, but for that, except for that Jenny Frizen variant, I was going to go for it. So I'm going to go with Bunny Mask #3, the variant.
Bunny Mask. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Paul got there just in time.
Yeah. We're going to go with cover A on that one.
I'm running 2 monitors over here, and I just got thoroughly confused about which I should be clicking on. Okay. Did you select the Bunny Mask, or were you not in the draft yet?
Yeah, we'll go with cover A on that one.
Cover A? Okay.
Yep.
I got you. I thought y'all were inside
picks.
the draft, so I'm going to go ahead and just do
Solid
your
picks,
pick for you.
gentlemen. Solid picks.
We're starting off right, man. Let's see here. Let me pause this draft. And then...
Hey, Knife, which variant did you go with on Eat the Rich? Which ratio?
I didn't go with a variant. I just went with the cover A. The cover A.
For your first pick? Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah. You want Bunny Mask #3, right, Paul?
Bunny Mask #3, cover A. Yep, that's
cover
the one
A.
right there.
Okay.
That's cover A.
All right, so we got you in there with the Bunny Mask #3, and that's gonna put you on the clock, Will.
Yes. Okay. So first round draft pick. This has to be something special. So a first round pick has to be a game changer, a generational talent. I'm going to go in the other direction from you two. I'm going with Bitter Root, #15, cover B.
Wow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. And you got that in under 30 seconds. Okay, so elaborate a little bit. Tell us why you went with that pick.
For those who don't know, Bitterroot has been cranking out some great variant covers. Those cover Bs have been fire. Shout out to Sanford Green. If you're listening, sir, you're doing an excellent job on those cover Bs. He's done a lot of movie homages, Beach Street, New Jack City, etc. The Juneteenth was fire. I haven't even seen his cover B yet for 15. Sight unseen, I just simply believe in what he's doing. Oh, by the way, Bitterroot's being optioned by Ryan Coogler, Mr. Black Panther himself. So, yeah, I see a bright future for Bitterroot. I'm going with that.
Okay. You know what? That makes a lot of sense to go that route. And I put that book on the list, and that was gonna be. I was hoping that could be one of my later round picks because I felt, I say, hey, it's gonna be a cover B. People are not going to be thinking about it. I can swoop in the later rounds and draft that cover B. But will he?
Hey man, I believe in Ryan Coogler, man. I believe and Bitterroot is a great book. Those cover A's, the main covers form connecting like murals, but the cover B's have all been like high multiples for retail price, going for like 5 times the price. So that's what I'm looking at.
All right, now Jay, you started. You are back on the clock again. You have 30 seconds, sir.
All right. Wow, I didn't expect these two to still be there, so I'm going in this direction. To kick off round 2, I want to go for another superstar, and I'm going to use one of my first ratios. I'm going with the Defenders #1, 1-in-25 ratio.
Nice.
All right, you got that in right at 30 seconds. So we're going Defenders.
I need to stop running my mouth.
I was ready to swoop.
#1, 1-in-25. All right. Great picks. Great back-to-back picks by Will. That Defenders 1-in-25. I think that was one that we all had on our list. I mean, to me, that's pretty much a layup as far as what you should be looking at ordering or picking up. When these books release in stores. And I do want to point out here that just to give y'all a quick heads up, this FOC cutoff date, if you can see it here on the screen, is on 7/19/2021, which will be this upcoming Monday. And then these books are going to release in comic book stores August the 11th. So keep that in mind. Those are 2 very important dates. So when to order the books by 7/19/2021, and what day you are going to go pick those books up, in the store. So if you can get those on your pull list, if you don't do FOC ordering, at least get those put on your pull list so that you can have priority in your comic shop. If your comic shop works that way, most do. So you go ahead and have priority, on those books when they come out. I believe the next pick up is going to be the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Paul. Let me just make Jay's last pick. He had the Defenders book, which I know I got it in here somewhere.
Man, a lot of potential with this new series.
Yes, sir. That's nothing but facts. All right, so I'm an idiot, and I don't think I put that Defenders book in here. That's nothing to laugh at. We are, but I'm gonna just pick a random book.
I saw a Defenders one a little further up.
I mean, it's there.
It's right there.
Yeah, it's up
I'm
there.
tripping.
I'm
tripping.
Yeah,
I'm tripping.
No, I'm looking right at it because I'm like, yeah, give me that.
I thought you was just freestyling off your head when you picked that one. All right, Paul, it's back on you. So let me get this clock started. You had plenty of time to think about what you wanted to pick. So
Yeah, sure did. And it's still hard because I'm down to 2 here that I really want. So I'm just going to go based on cover alone. I don't know anything of the story yet because I haven't been reading it. But I'm going with Masters of the Universe Revelations #2, cover A.
Man, that's a good pick, man. Great pick.
Just the art alone.
Yeah, bro, that's
fire. That's cover fire right there. That is cover fire.
I love that. That's not the right one. Let me go to that cover. Let me go to that cover. Where's that cover at?
Yeah,
there it
right
goes.
there.
Oh, hold on. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. There we go. All right. So that's the cover right there. Man, you got He-Man. You got He-Man right there. And all of this.
Epic, man.
Castle Grayskull.
It's epic. You got great Castle
Come
Grayskull.
on, man.
You got lava.
Man, that's a money. I'm starting to feel
you got Skeletor.
That is the number one pick. I'm starting to feel, man,
Yeah.
I should have took that as the number one pick, you know. So we're gonna go ahead and select that.
That's a sleeper, man.
All right, now it's back on me. And I know what picks I want to make. So I'm gonna just jump into it real quick. We have the first pick is gonna be Captain Marvel. Ooh,
Dang it.
Hold on. Jumping around. I should have showed the cover before I made the pick. But it's Captain Marvel 31. It's the 1 in 50 incentive ratio, the Inyuk Lee variant.
Yeah.
Yeah. That pick, that book is gonna be money. That book is gonna be money. Let me undo this pick so I can show y'all. So I can show y'all the cover, the actual cover itself.
Shit.
But in my opinion, yeah, go and take that off the board because I got that. There we go. Now the 1 in 50 is gonna be a version. It's gonna be a version cover, but yeah, Kamala Khan on Captain Marvel cover, Inyuk Lee, just beautiful. Man, you put that version variant, you know, that's gonna make it more like artwork with the trade dress stripped off of it. And it's an incentive ratio, so that means it's gonna be harder to get. Now they do have a couple cover B of this that isn't a ratio variant. I would recommend buying that too if you can't, get the 1 in 50. And it's an entire set that Inyuk did for these. It's one with armor from the X-Men. I saw another one with, I believe, Silk, and then I want to say Amadeus Cho. So obviously they're going with the Asian Pacific characters, and there's some fire covers out there. There's some fire covers out there. I promise you for this entire set. So if you haven't seen them, go ahead and look those covers up. But I'm gonna go ahead and keep moving on so we can get through this draft. Don't want to hold y'all up too long. Let's see.
You can never go wrong with Inyuk Lee.
True
He's
that.
a master.
Yeah, he is, man. I love his work. For my second pick, which will technically be my third pick, but my second pick on this back-to-back, and let me just show y'all the cover right quick before I actually select it. It's going to be Dead Box #1.
Nice. I hate you.
Yes, sir. Dead Box #1. You can never go wrong with a #1, this could end up being dead spec. Maybe this book will never go nowhere. But, but the way the market is now, I'm confident that this book will be popular for at least a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and take that Dead Box #1, the regular cover A, right off y'all back. You know how I feel about cover A's. Those cover A's, in my opinion, always end up being the main ones from these top spec books. So like Something That's Killing the Children, Department of Truth, you go look at those, those cover A's are the one. All right, so Paul, is back on you. It's back on you, brother. And I'm gonna restart the clock unless you know exactly what you want.
I guess he got to think about it.
Oh no,
because if you do, I'm gonna swoop in.
Oh, all right.
All right,
I'm back.
Paul,
I'm
you
back.
there?
I'm back.
Okay, Paul, drop that for a second.
All right. I'm gonna go for
we got our boy
my
back.
one of my variants here. I'm gonna go with Noctera 6, the one
All
in
right.
25.
All right, great pick. All right, so
Here's the reasoning
Paul,
behind
tell us-
this. Yeah, here's the reasoning. Take a look at that. Does that look familiar? Tell me that isn't reminiscent of Something is Killing the Children 1, 4th print.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
It's
And,
not exactly, but it's very close, and I love it.
the reason this cover jumped off for me was because it's a Merca Andolfo cover, and Merca, I mean, she's a great artist. She's a talented
She's
artist.
amazing.
So that's what jumped
Absolutely.
off the page for me. But that does look like that Something is Killing the Children. Let's see if we can pull that up.
Yeah.
You know,
Something
think about
is-
Merca is she's a great artist, but she's also like every once in a while she'll do live drawings on Instagram and she will interact with you.
That's cool.
It's
Let
pretty
me
cool
see.
to watch her do her stuff live. I think I watched her do a live Paprika sketch, and she interacts with the
So that's
followers and the
cover right
viewers.
there.
Yeah, that's kind of it's a little bit. I can see it.
It's different. It's different, but
I think
it's
it was definitely inspired by that. That's one of the more
Yeah.
iconic
Yeah.
modern covers right there.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, the concept is definitely the same. I
Yeah.
will not deny that one bit. So let's go ahead and get that.
I'm still
book
gonna
off the floor.
I'm still gonna say cover B, Jay Lee is the fire cover. I don't care what anybody say. That's just me.
It is.
You,
It is.
you
a great
know,
cover.
that's the first cover appearance of Octo. The little
yeah.
chibi, I guess you would call
Mhm.
it,
This guy right here.
that she carries.
This guy
Oh,
right
look
here.
at that. Man, you
Yes,
got the big
sir.
version. That's nice.
Yeah, my mom made that.
Oh, dang.
All right, so we're gonna take
Nice,
a quick
man.
second here to kind of just look at the draft board and see where we're at. So
Okay.
after Jay Jay ended up
Mm-hmm.
taking the Defenders number 1 and 25.
Mhm.
With the 5th pick, I went with the Captain Marvel number 31, the Inyuk Lee, and then we had Dead Box number 1 was my pick, and then let's see. The next where we'll go after that. We went back to Paul with Noctera
Yeah.
number 6, the 1 in 25. So I got one incentive left, and
Mm-hmm.
Will, you got one incentive left as well. So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
gonna be interesting to see how that. That's gonna be interesting to see how that
There's
plays
a few.
out.
There's a few out there. I'm ready.
Yeah.
All right, now it's back on you, Will. What are you gonna do?
All right, man. This one's tough because I gotta decide to go with my head or my heart. My head is telling me one thing, and I'm gonna leave it on the board. Hopefully, it'll be in the later rounds. I'm gonna go with my heart, and I'm gonna go left field with Star Wars High Republic Monster Temple Peak number 1.
Nice.
All
Good
I
right.
pick.
know a lot of people are like, probably like, who, what, huh?
No, it's a good pick.
And I'm gonna tell you guys why. If you've been following me on Instagram, Bad Boy Nerd Podcast, what have I been talking about that's flying under the radar? Star Wars High Republic Adventures. Let's see. It only introduced about 5 or 6 or 7 new characters, including a bunch of Padawans and some new villains, new planets, new spaceships, all of that. So I noticed with the High Republic Adventures Monster of Temple Peak, it actually is going to debut a new Jedi turned monster hunter named Ty Yorick. And you can never go wrong with introducing brand new characters, especially in the Star Wars universe. So I figured this is going to be a major sleeper that, you know, once she becomes canon, people are going to be like, oh, where did she first pop up? Voila.
There's
she
the
pops
book.
up in this
Yeah.
book. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think this one is going to be quiet right now, but it'll probably have long-term potential later.
And just to throw that cover up really quick.
Yeah.
Y'all can see that. And you did say this has a first appearance in it, right?
Yeah, it does introduce a new Jedi character right there on the cover. That's her.
Okay. So
that's even
first
better.
appearance, first cover appearance. Yes,
Yeah.
this definitely should be a book that you guys should be ordering a lot of. I'm pretty sure that
And it's
do
only
the 1 in
so
10.
far it's only one cover.
Oh, only one cover so far.
I love
wow,
that.
That's even more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Yeah, I hope they keep it with one cover. But if they did it 1 in 10, I wouldn't be mad. But I hope they keep it at one cover. So yeah, this would definitely be a great book to pick up. I think you might be getting a steal right here. Will, I think you might be getting a steal right here. Will, here you go again, back-to-back picks, man. That's why that last slot is so good because you get those
I know, baby.
back-to-back picks like that, man. Where you going next?
Am I on the clock? I'm on the clock right now.
Yeah, you're on the clock, brother. You're on the clock. The clock
I got to go for number one, and I'm about to use my last variant. Eat the Rich, number one, the 1 in 50 variant.
Wait.
Time's out.
I thought we couldn't do that.
You can own once a book is off the clock.
It's already off.
I took Eat the Rich as my first pick. Yeah, it's completely
I
off.
can't take the ratio
variants.
Nope. Can't take the ratio.
You cannot take the ratio.
Cannot take the ratio. All right, that's cool. I got my other pick. My next pick.
Like I said, in this battle royale, it's peaks and valleys. It's
E4,
a lot of tricks,
Eve
a lot
number
of smoke and mirrors.
Eve number 4. 1 in 25, baby.
Copy? Okay, let's look at
let me tell y'all. Yeah, ring me up for that. That's. Let me tell y'all something. This is a great series. Hashtag Black Girl Magic. This is a great book. Excellent story. Excellent artwork. Again,
that's a great cover.
She's kind of flying under. Oh, beautiful covers. She's got beautiful covers. It's kind of flying under the radar, but if you go check your history, issue number 1 goes for a pretty nice multiple, and second printings and their ratios go for nice multiples as well. But the cover B's for issue number 1, I think Eve has that potential, that Aftershock. What's that series called? We Live. I think it's got that kind of potential. Yeah. So I love Eve on all levels. And yeah, I'm going for that ratio. So I'm out the ratio game for this draft, but that's my last one for that.
Hey man, that was a good grab.
All right. Paul, so it's back on you, brother. Let me get this clock running. Reset that. Unless you know what you want to pick, then.
No, go ahead, man. No, I'm gonna go with Daredevil 33. That cover is literally fire.
Oh.
Literally fire. That thing is amazing.
Show y'all that cover.
Look at this cover.
Yeah.
So we got Daredevil 33.
I don't care what the story is. People are going to collect that cover. I don't care.
33?
I don't care. That's amazing.
The story's dope. By the way,
just a
the
cover.
story is fire.
Yeah. It doesn't even matter. This is awesome. And the story is awesome, but this cover is awesome.
Would you put it in
that
put it in that Gleason Spider-Man category?
Oh man, I don't know if I'd go that far.
Classic. Just not that far. Okay.
I don't know if I'd go that far, just because it was such a different cover compared to everything else that came out. I mean, we've all seen a bunch of piss off guys in a mask, right? So I mean, this is definitely that, but this is another level of that. I mean, we've seen all the pissed off guys in a mask, but this is just another level, and it looks fantastic. I think it will be an iconic cover for Daredevil. I don't know if it's on the level of that Gleason Spider-Man.
Good pick, man.
All right. Now, Paul, I had a question. Is this a cover buy for you?
Yeah, that's what he was saying. He said he don't even care about the story.
I'd say the story's good, but I don't even care about the story. that cover is awesome, man.
You guys hear me, or am I delaying?
Yeah, I think you could probably got a slight delay.
Yeah, you do.
Okay. Let me do this.
I hear you now. So whatever you're doing, let's keep it rolling.
Okay. So I don't know if you guys know, but from and I think there's going to be a new villain making a debut in this book. Um, just based off of the previews that I was reading for this book, and like Electra is going to have a new villain in this book because they were pretty much that somebody's giving her trouble and don't Electra this one. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this one off the board for Paul. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, you took me. That was my pick. I had to take off my board too, man.
It's a good
I'm down
book,
to my
man.
back. I'm down to my backup. So I'm out of ratios. So
Yep, you're
There you
out of
go.
ratios.
All right, so now it's back on me now. I think I'm going to go with Canto number 3. This is Canto 3 Lionhearted. This is 1 and 10. Oh, this that go. So this is Canto number 3 Lionheart. Gotta get that right. But this is the ratio variant. This is the ratio variant for that book. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this is the ratio variant. Actually, I don't think this is the ratio variant. This is the cover. The ratio variants for Kanto are normally pretty good art. They always do original. I feel confident with this. Kanto is already, they keep constantly releasing stories, which I love. So I think one day Kanto is going to be, one of the most talked about independent, comic books out there. One of the biggest IPs, especially, since they're going with the animation, that's going to make it good for all age groups. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up the
So you're going with that 1 in 10 ratio, sight unseen.
Yeah, sight unseen. That's how much I buy all the cans. None of them have been bad covers at all. The artwork is always consistent. That's the thing I like about it. The artwork is always, you don't see a bunch of different artists. So I feel like having that consistent art style is going to make these covers more collectible. And they don't do they don't really do store exclusives. They don't do like a 1 in 100 or 1 in 50. It's pretty much cover A, the 25, and of course the one thing I do like is I feel like when these publishers, when they shorten down the amount of books, the amount of covers that they put out there, it places more value on the covers that are available. If you look at some of them, some of these properties, they got like 4 or 5 different printings, not printings, but 4 or 5 different covers within a single issue. And that just, I like it when the covers are more condensed, adds more value to the property. But I'm gonna go ahead and draft that. And moving along, for my next pick, so I'm all out of incentive. So
is this the last round? We're on round 5 already.
I believe this is. So I'm gonna go with just a regular cover A. Miles Morales, Spider-Man. This is 29. Gonna start an all new direction for Miles. Obviously, he just came out of the clone saga, and what they're saying in the previews for this is that this is for Miles and his family. Way, that being the ramifications of the clone saga. So I think that we could get things moving in a new direction for Miles, which means that there could possibly be a first appearance in this book read the series heavily, and I'm really interested to see where they go, from this issue forward. Which, if anything, it might just be a cameo because with issue 30 right around the corner, and then you also have to keep in mind we're also coming up in September. I think will be the 10th anniversary of Ultimate Fallout 4, which is the first appearance of Miles Morales. I feel like this book is going to set up for something big and could end up being a future key in Miles' legacy. So I'm going to go ahead and take that book off the board. Let's take a quick look at the draft board before we move on. So we see here, I've made all of my picks. I got Ether Rich number 1, Captain Marvel 31 in your Clee variant, Deadbox number 1, Kanto 3, Lionhearted, the 10 copy incentive. And then on that in your Clee, keep in mind I did take the 1 in 50 on that. And then Miles Morales Spider-Man 29.
Not bad, not bad.
Masters of the Universe 2, Terra 6, Andolfo 1 in 25 variant, Daredevil 33, and then Will with Bitterroot 15 cover B, Defenders
Yes,
1 to 25 copy incentive, Star Wars High Republic, Monster Tales number 1, and Eve number 4 to 25 copy incentive. Personally,
One.
I think we all have great picks so far, but it's going to be very interesting to see what happens towards these, at these last 2 picks.
Yeah, this is getting tense.
Go ahead and
Wait,
Pressure's
Paul,
on.
my draft future hangs in Paul's hands.
Oh boy. Putting it on me like that.
And Paul,
Dark evolution. Here it comes.
All right.
keep in mind that you get to draft as many incentives as you want, so you don't have holding you back.
Tread carefully here.
Yeah, let's go back to the list here just for a second. I need to do a quick look.
Oh, you're on the clock, man.
Hey.
Yeah. Where's
All
I
right.
need a clock. He's looking at the list.
No, I'm holding.
I'm looking for the other 1 in 25, and I don't know what it is off the top of my head. Right there, right below the orange and red cover. That's the 1 in 25 I want. Yep, you're on it.
The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Yep, that's the one.
All right.
Let me make that.
If I'm tipping my hand here, and I am, I will almost always edge towards art, and you really can't beat bright art, especially when it's on a dark background. I'll be honest here. I don't even like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I don't care about them at all. But I appreciate art, and this is it. It's that black and white background, which I love, but that brightness just pops out in your face, and it's a hard cover not to look at.
Yeah, that's true, man. Plus, who can pass up good girl art,
That's right.
Yeah,
Man, you got a good eye for that stuff.
This was actually a cover that I put, and the reason I put it's Rian Gonzalez artwork, and she's been on lately. She just did that Rogue 1 in 50 variant for X-Men. She just has a great colors are amazing. So I feel like I'm assuming that these covers, they're going to do one for each Ranger, which great set to have in my personal opinion. So I think this cover is going to do well. I can see a lot of people going after this cover. So let's get that selected for. And Will, with this last pick, the clock shuts off. So you have as much time as you need to pick this last book, brother. That's the benefit of.
I don't even need a lot of time. This was actually my round 5 pick based on what was left. And let me give a build up really quick. Shout out to the writer James Patrick. He wrote one of my favorite books of the past year. It was called The Kaiju Score. The Kaiju Score flew under the radar, but here's the thing. It's already optioned by Sony Pictures to be a movie. You can go to your LCS right now, and numbers 1 through 4 are probably still sitting on the shelf. You heard it from J-Dub first. That being said, James Patrick is bringing another hot series. It's probably going to go under the radar. There it is right there. Campisi, the Dragon Incident. I'm a huge fan of the Kaiju score. I already know I'm going to be a huge fan of this book. This book blends like Kaiju monsters with heist type of dark humor and a little bit of hold on, let me read the description real quick because I like how they described it. It's like Get Shorty mixed with Dragon Slayer.
Yeah, go ahead, Willie.
So I think it's going to be one of those. So for anyone who follows me, if you follow me on Instagram, Bad Boy Nerd Podcast, I'm the guy that likes to pick the books that fly under the radar but has a lot of future potential. So for me, I'm going to close out my draft with Campisi Dragon Incident.
All right, so I did go book selected for you. Let me go back and let's see here.
Plus, it's Aftershock. Aftershock is they are knocking out some hits.
That's a great pick, man. Aftershock is coming with the heat lately. They really are.
Yeah, they are. They really are.
So I'm trying to figure out this. Like I said, y'all learning with us today. I wanted to go back and view the results of that draft, but it completely took me out of the draft. So that's something to work on next time. make sure that we can view these as we get through picking them. But let's do this. Let's view
I'm actually
all the books that we had in that draft. So we had some books left over, and we'll just call these the leftovers. The cursed number 1, Man Eaters. You know what? They actually might not have been in there. I think I just left that book, in there. But one book that I was interested in that was still up here was Star Wars High Republic 8. That one still got left behind.
Yeah, that was my backup. That was my backup pick if Campisi came off the board. I'm a huge High Republic fan.
Ninjak Ninjak was in this week's, but very interesting, fellas. Very interesting. First, just to kind of recap, one more time, just the 15 books that we ended up going with this week. Myself personally, I took Eat the Rich number 1, cover A, first pick. Didn't really touch on it too much, but I think this cover is awesome because of that kind of abstract art style. And then on the fork, you got the finger and the eyeball. In between, what I'm assuming is maybe pieces of steak or maybe it's pieces of, I do not know. But
I didn't even notice the finger until just now.
Cover.
Yep.
A dope cover on that. I would say a dope.
I'll tell you, I was torn between that cover A because I feel like when it's a first release of a hot book, like Something is Killing the Children, or I think Eat the Rich is going to be, I always tend to go towards cover A for that, just because that's usually one of the hotnesses. But that Eat the Rich Jenny Frizen foil variant is already $100 on eBay if you want to pre-order it. So if you can find it cheap, good luck, fellas, because that one isn't going to stay cheap.
That's crazy. It's crazy. One more thing kind of wanted to touch, that I kind of wanted to touch on here is the schedule for the show. Pretty much we're going to be doing this every week. Next time the show should run a lot smoother. Like I said, this is our first time doing this, so everybody that watches this video, we appreciate y'all working through technical difficulty with us. But in the future, things will go a lot smoother. things will be a lot more concise in the future when we do this show. But most importantly, I think just the concept and the idea of doing something new and different is going to be very unique. Now, as these books start to release into the stores and we start what they're doing on the secondary sales market, we're going to see the average selling price for these books, and that's what's going to determine who's performing the best. So, best spec, whether it's myself or Will or Paul, secondary market, and it should be a lot of fun. Week to week, going back and looking at these books. I can tell you this: I regret picking that Miles Morales 29 over the Campisi #1. I think that was a big oversight, on my behalf, and I probably should have won one because kaiju books and kaiju movies are
Big.
starting to really take off, especially.
Yeah, I know.
He knows. He's over here. He picked it.
There's a market for those type of books. So, down in the comments below, you guys tell us who you think had the better draft, and also of us are going to repost our draft picks on our personal Instagrams. Flash our Instagrams on the screen one more time for you guys to see, so you can go over there on Instagram and follow us. We got Mr. Dark Evolution Comics, Paul, over there on Instagram, at Dark Evolution Comics. We have Jay, aka Nerd Podcast. He's at Bad Boy Nerd Podcast, and of course, you got me, the Ninth Wonder. I'm at the Ninth Wonder on Instagram as well. So you can also go over there to see, our picks from this draft, as well as, just the stuff we post on a weekly basis. I know Paul and Will are also always posting these guys' brains and see what they're thinking as far and what they're speculating on. Fellas, before we get up out of here, do you have anything or anything going on that you need to let the people know about?
Go ahead, Paul. You can go first.
Yeah, I don't have anything special going on. I'm just going to keep adding to my Instagram weekly. I try to add comics every couple days. So check me out on Instagram and give me a follow. I usually follow back as long as you're posting comic content, because that's what I want to see, man. I want to be in this community and I want to give back to everybody. So add me, I'll add you, and we'll keep giving out the hot picks every week.
Yeah, same for me. I mean, we're all Instagram comic book family here. I spend most of my days following these guys and comment. So if you want to hear some ridiculous comments on comic books, movies, and I have a different style of how I post, you just got to get used to my style. I come from a slightly offbeat angle. So Bad Boy Nerd Podcast, yeah, I'm part of this draft board, just kicking these two guys' butts every week. So you can catch me on here as well.
Catch me tomorrow on Whatnot. If you have the Whatnot app, I'm the Ninth Wonder. Give me a follow over there. I do live shows every Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm gonna have a bunch of dope books tomorrow, slabs and everything of that nature. I got some stuff behind me. I was gonna show it off, but I'll keep you guys a little surprised. But if you look at the preview on the Whatnot app, you can see some of the books I'm gonna have up for sale tomorrow. Of course, you'll be able to catch me on Drunken Track Friday. Somewhere between 11:30 and midnight. That's a late show, but it's a ton of fun. We have a ton of fun over there with Mighty Mel B and the rest of the crew. We'll be back next week doing another FOC cutoff list for you guys. Just make sure that you go ahead and get your orders in for these books that we drafted today. Go ahead and make sure that you get to your CS and add these to your pull list if you don't do the FOC cutoff. Outside of that, that's pretty much it. You guys have a wonderful week, and see you again next week.